It's November 24th, 2013. You can see here we've got another knife review for you today. If you're tuning into the Johnny Shop channel, I apologize ahead of time. Haven't had any time to make the cafe videos. Hopefully with the Thanksgiving holiday, a few extra days off of work, I'll be able to continue that and get back to the things you guys love. But if you're tuning into It's Fantastical, this is probably the kind of stuff you want to see. As mentioned in my last video, actually I purchased a slew of items from Amazon, mostly being Schrade, and I'm just kind of using them, reviewing them as I use them, and going from there. So maybe once a week right now, might be a little bit more frequent. We'll have to see what the view count does, but kind of like people to get a chance to actually look at the products before I just go and put a bunch of videos up in one day. So it's kind of why I'm spreading them out right now. What we have here today is what Schrade calls their extreme survival knife, and I've been using it. You can see it's a little wear right here. Been using it throughout the week and just various things, boxes, wood, what have you, and so far I really like it. You can see it's a good sized knife. It's got good weight to it. It is a heavy knife, but I like heavy knives. I don't like real light ones. Now, in comparison to just a regular style flipper, you can see here the difference. Good sized knife, and again, it's what they call their extreme survival. So look out, Rambo. Speaking of Rambo, they actually have a Rambo style knife that's all one piece. Hoping I'm going to get a hold of one of those on Amazon and review that as well. But today we're focusing on this one. Overall length is 12.1 inches. We'll go ahead and measure and see if that holds up. I'm sure it will. Right on the nose. Out of that 12.1 inches, you got 6.4 inches is the blade, and then 5.7 or so is the actual handle itself. Now the handle, it's well, we'll talk about the blade. The blade itself is a drop point recurve, and the actual handle, blade, and then the handle. Long day. It's already 6 o'clock. But anyway, the handle is what they call it's a black ring textured ergonomic handle. It's a TPE handle, I guess is what they call it. You can see in the back here, hopefully you'll see that. Better lighting today. You've got a little lanyard hole there for it. And speaking of the actual blade, it is a full tang design. All one piece. And it looks like you can take off this handle actually as well. There's some Allen screws on each side. But if you want to take that off, maybe wrap some paracord or something like that around there. But I like the feel of the handle is awesome. But again, that blade, one piece design, super thick. Looks like it's about 1/4 of an inch to me. Maybe not quite 1/4, but let's see here. 0.247. It is a thick blade, if I don't hit the tripod. The steel, it's a 1095 high carbon steel, which is probably more of a mild steel, not the most expensive by any means, but not cheap either, really. Not the cheapest out there. So far, it's held a really nice edge for me. You know, if I didn't know any better, I would say this is a $120 knife, but right now, I mean, they're like 40 bucks, something like that on Amazon. And I'll post a link to the website and Amazon below. For the amount of money, I mean, you buy 3 of these, throw one in the truck, you know, one in the backpack, and you know, one at the house. Who knows? These knives are meant to be used, and that's what I like to do with them. If I paid $150 for a knife and I lost it, I would probably cry my eyes out. So spending $40, if I lose it, you know, if I break it, it's covered under warranty. But if I lose it, then, you know, it's 40 bucks. I buy another one, or I have another one as backup. So that's kind of my take on that. The model number on it, SCHF9, which is nicely printed right there. And then you've got the Dan Griffin design, and then on the other side, of course, it says Schrade. With this knife, you do get a sheath. Now, I'm not a huge fan of any kind of sheath, but with a knife like this, a fixed blade, you've got to have a sheath. And this one actually is pretty nice for a sheath. Blade fits in there nicely without even clamping it down. Of course, it does strap down there. It's got, you can Velcro it on a belt. You can actually put it through there in a belt. Or if you've got a you know, a bug out bag, it's actually got the mole style, I guess you would call it, attachment. Now the front here, you've got a nice little pouch, Velcros, and it's actually pretty thick. You can almost fit another knife in there. You probably could actually fit this entire knife almost in there, yeah. But No, it still shuts actually. Good size little pouch there. Now, in addition to that pouch being on there, and I may use this for something else, this pouch actually comes off. It's just Velcroed on there. And it comes off, and you can also put this on a belt or many other things. Now, what I'm going to put in here is probably, which I'm going to do a review on it eventually, I've got one of the little 5-shot 22s, little mini mag. I might put that in here. I don't know, but I thought that was pretty cool. And then you could, of course, there's Velcro there. You could Velcro something else to it. But you know, it's there. It's awesome. It's also got some peristyle cord wrapped around your leg, what have you. Comes with plenty of that, plenty long enough there. Now the weight on it, we didn't actually talk about the weight yet. According to their website, it's 15.9 ounces. So let's go ahead and weigh it. See what it actually weighs. Now you probably can't see the weight on the screen, it's too far away. Maybe you can, I don't know. Go ahead and, so 15.45, so really close. The scale might be a little off, but it's been pretty right for me now on. So again, can't say enough good things about it. I really like it. It's a big knife, but it feels great. It feels great in the hand. And what I think we're going to do is we'll pause the video and we'll go over. I bought just a little bit of firewood. I've actually been kind of messing with that with this and some other products I've been testing out on that wood. And we'll go ahead and show you what that does. But again, it's pretty sharp right out of the box. Now I've been using the heck out of it. I don't have any paper laying around, but here's just a little thin piece of cardboard. It's still pretty sharp. So. I'm surprised actually it's that sharp, believe it or not. I've been whacking this thing pretty good, so that edge, that blade is actually holding a real nice edge there. So that's pretty impressive. I'm actually quite surprised. But again, I have been using it. You can see there's a little bit of wear there, a little bit right there. I'm surprised there's not more for what I've been doing with this knife. Anyway, we're going to pause the video and we'll go back to that block of wood and we'll see if we'll just mess around. I don't know. Something fun, so we'll be back. Okay, we are back. You can see in the background over there is my little buddy heater. Got it going, a little cold out here. And we've got this firewood that I purchased the other day, about a week ago, just to kind of fool around with. Unfortunately, at my house, not that this means anything, but it's a newer development. It's only been here about 8 years and we don't have any big trees. So we'll go ahead and we'll actually use the knife. We'll cut the shrink wrap off. So let's see how easy that cuts. I just use the weight of the knife basically. Now this wood's pretty dry, so I'm not sure how well this is actually going to be able to chop this up, but we'll just take some wax on the side here. And just see here, what else do we want to do? We'll try to see if we can split one of these bad boys. And we'll use a block of wood, a thinner block of wood, as the hammer. Use this here. Again, this is pretty dry wood, so I don't know how well this is going to work. See how dry it is? It's just not even sticking. I mean, it's cutting it, but it's not even sticking. So, see what we got going on here. There we go. That is bad. So you see we split that piece of wood right in two. And that's actually some dry wood right there. It's not rotten, really thick stuff. And again, a little wear, not much, wipes right off. But hey, it's a knife you're going to use. It's not a collector's item. It's not something that's meant to look pretty. But after all that, you can still see there's very little wear. And of course, I didn't even hurt the knife. And I was pounding it on here, the handle, everywhere. Let's just try to shave some wood here. This is not meant to be a carving knife. Obviously, I'm not a carver. Still sharp. And let's get that piece of cardboard or paper out again. Pretty thin. See if it still cuts it pretty nice. And again, this is a knife, you know, if you drop it, you're okay. Obviously, that wasn't meant to be dropped to show you the strength, but you know, it's a $40 knife. It's meant to be used, and used well. Really, really excited about this one. It's probably one of my favorites. Didn't think it was going to be. When I ordered it, it was kind of like, it's a big knife. Not sure what I'll use it for, but had to have it, and I'm using the crap out of it right now. So that's kind of it. Just a little demonstration. Hopefully we'll get, there is a park near us. You know, we have actual park. Hopefully I'll take it out there with me one day, and we'll get to do some, out in the woods, we'll do some more action instead of just in the garage here. But wanted some nice dry wood, something that's hard to cut, and you know, this did the task. Now I've got some other, I'm going to leave these as they are. I'm not going to chop those up because I do have some other reviews to do, and I'll need to use those for those as well. So, wow, really, really like that. Anyway, that's all it for this one. If you have any questions or comments, post those below. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.